Hi, I'm Ramona Bruland and have the absolute pleasure to sit here this afternoon with Taj Mahal, 8-time Grammy-nominated musician and 2-time Grammy winner. How are you doing today, Taj?
Excellent.
So I want to know where the name Taj Mahal came from.
Dreams. That's where it came from, dreams. And it didn't start there. The music started when before I was on this planet. You know, my parents were both musicians, and you know, my mother was a school teacher, my father was a day laborer.
Well, you're here in Telluride this afternoon.
Yeah.
Playing for the Telluride Festival of the Arts, outdoor stage. How do you like playing outside?
Outside is wonderful if you can get the sound right. It always sounds kind of hairy when you start out because you know, inside you have all these curtains and it's an enclosed room and you have predictable things that the sound can do. Outside, you can't predict what it can do, and the wind can blow and shift it and all kinds of stuff. So, hey, but the real fun of it is that we've got a great sound man, and he does a wonderful job of making the music sound just wonderful for us on stage. We got a great front of house monitor guy, you know, and so it's gonna be good.
Well, there's nothing better than dancing outside to music that makes you move, hey?
Well, that's the one.
Now, you play a lot of different types of musical instruments. Is there any that you like to, you know, hum away on at home when you're not on the stage?
I mean, the stage is like one part of being, you know, what I do all the time. I mean, it's like, it's sort of like this has its own life over here. I play banjo, ukulele, mandolin, or harmonica, flute, whatever. It is auto harp, slide guitar. You know, if something I hear in my head, a piece of music might walk up and say, "Okay, I know what else you play, but play me now." Okay, so then I'll go off and play or an instrument, or I hear something. I wake up in my sleep at night and go reach in the corner and pick out an instrument and sit up in the bed and play. You know, or alongside the bed, or get up in the morning and want to listen to a banjo outside and pick a banjo up and play it. You know, or whatever.
You've played with so many musicians over, gosh, 4 or 5 decades that you've been playing for. Any favorite influences or people you've really enjoyed playing with over the years?
We had a group back in '66 called the Rising Suns. Quite a few good musicians in that. Ry Cooder was in that group. And we opened at the Trip for a whole week for the Temptations, when they were at the peak of their game, and all the Temptations were there. But one of the biggest excitements was opening for Otis Redding at the Whiskey A Go-Go. I mean, I haven't seen a performer like that since then. I mean, just nobody that carries that kind of energy. And then other things that come to mind as real good things is I got invited to England after a bunch of concerts that we did in Los Angeles. 8 tickets, round trip from Los Angeles to London and back for a 2-week stay came for us. We all flew over there and were part of the Rolling Stones Rock and Roll Circus, which was this huge thing that they put together. It took a while for it to get out there, but it's out there now. And we were the only American group that was invited over. And those guys, I gotta say, out of a lot of things that happened in my life, those guys, but other musicians, those guys were the best that there ever was and ever gonna be.
At that rock and roll circus, was it all hard work and all about the music, or was it just one big rock and roll party?
It was both.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was big fun.
Nice. Well, it looks like you still have fun getting on the stage and performing live
Oh,
for
it'll be
people.
even more fun tonight when we get started.
You're telling me this isn't your first time in Telluride though, right? You've played here before?
No, I don't know about not this place here, but in town, you know, the Telluride Opera House, this club, that club. I mean, I played from every level of being here at festivals, the Telluride Bluegrass Festival, Blues and Brews, you know, all that. All over the years, it's been a pretty exciting place to come. You know, it's like they say Telluride's on there. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. You know, it's a great ride up here today.
Well, another relationship that you have with Telluride is the local film that was made here, Scrapple, back in the mid-90s.
Right.
It's kind of a cult ski film. Right. And you did some music for the soundtrack in that, didn't you?
Yeah, these these gentlemen came to me and just, you know, they were fans, and they said they thought that, you know, what I did would really work well at the soundtrack, and we got together with the guys, and I think we cut some of the best. Actually, I think at that was the beginning of the studio over in Studio City. One of the guitar players was deciding that, as well as being a player, he also wanted to be a recordist. So that was some of the first stuff that was cut in that studio, and it just has got a great sound. And it was really interesting, you know, because you know, the Hanson brothers really knew my music, and a lot of guys, and that's something that's different. And they knew what kinds of songs that they wanted, and we could work back and forth. So again, it was a situation that I really enjoyed, you know.
Taj, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us here.
My pleasure, Ramona.
Can't wait to watch the performance.
Thank you.